It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, on today's episode, I'm getting back to some music from Frank Zappa, and I'm really excited to do this episode. It's been too long since we heard from Zappa here on the channel. One of our new series that we've put into place this year is our Doug on Demand series. And these are exclusively held via Zoom, and only our top tier patrons over on Patreon are invited to attend. And in these 2-hour sessions, we spin a randomized wheel with everybody's name on it, and when the wheel lands on a particular person, I immediately listen to their preferred song, and for a lack of a better term, it becomes an on-demand reaction. It's really fun, y'all. And with us having 15 sessions so far this year, we've heard 164 songs, completely separate from anything on YouTube. And it's quite fun, remarkable. And this has been a great way for me to interact directly with fans of the channel and discuss with them their love of a particular song or a particular band or musician. Well, back in our 13th Doug on Demand session, I heard Montana from Frank Zappa for the very first time, but it was not a performance by Frank. It was a performance by Dweezil Zappa and his band with special guest Rachel Flowers. And I thought the song was really unique and really catchy, like most of Frank's songs. And I decided that I needed to look into the original song from Frank and the Mothers, and that's what we're up to today, y'all. Frank composed this one for his 1973 album, Overnight Sensation, which was his 12th studio album with the Mothers of Invention and his 17th album overall. Previously from this particular album, I have heard 50/50, and I quite enjoyed that one. That's here on YouTube. I have also got Zombie Wolf on my list of upcoming songs to include. But today I'm really pumped to get to Montana, which is the album's closing track. The song became a fan favorite and was included often in Frank's live shows back in the day. But today I'm going to go back to the original studio recording, not a live recording. And the reason why I'm doing that one is because Tina Turner and the Ikettes are on backing vocals on the original studio recording. And I want to hear what that one sounds like. And I'm really pumped to get into this one today, y'all. But before I do, I want to again welcome our friends at NordVPN as a sponsor of today's video. NordVPN is currently extending an exclusive offer to my viewers, and I'm excited about this, y'all. Every purchase of a 2-year plan from NordVPN, which is already their best value, will get you an extra bonus of 4 months on your subscription. This applies to all of their plans, Standard, Plus, and Complete. And this is only available, friends, if you click on the special link in the top of this video's description. And I am really excited to be back working with NordVPN. I am a happy customer, and their products provide me with a great peace of mind. They have the fastest VPN on the planet and by far the most servers for us to connect to. They protect me while I am online, but they don't track or share what I do while I am online, and that's really a great comfort to me because I spend so much time online. They allow me to connect virtually around the world, and that is my favorite feature. Check this out, y'all. If I am traveling anywhere around the world, if I'm over in London, let's say, I can connect my VPN to London and access whatever I need to there. But if I need to get back home, I can connect virtually from anywhere back to anywhere in the country, including my home area here, which is right near New York. NordVPN is a great company, and they have great products. And again, I am excited to be working with them. Any purchase of their 2-year plans gets you a bonus of 4 months. This is an exclusive offer, and you only get it if you click on my special link. It's nordvpn.com/Doug Helvering, and they always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. Okay, y'all, with that being said, let's get into the music, shall we? We've got Frank Zappa, our composer, on lead vocals and lead guitar. Ian Underwood is on alto sax. Sal Marquez is on trumpet. Bruce Fowler is on the trombone. George Duke is on the electric piano. Ruth Underwood is on the marimba. Tom Fowler is on the bass. And Ralph Humphrey is on the drums. And like I said, we've got Tina Turner and the Ikettes, who were busy recording something else in another studio at that site. They, on their off time, came in and laid down the backing tracks for this. It's quite fun. I can't wait to hear this, y'all. I really enjoyed when I heard Rachel and Dweezil doing this one, and let's get to it, y'all. Montana from Frank Zappa. Here we go. Woo! They're right into it. Marimba. Woo!
I might be moving to Montana soon.
That was amazing. I got to go back to the beginning, y'all. That was a lot of stuff. That was a lot going on there. Drum solo, brass, marimba, a whole bunch of stuff. I got to go back to the beginning and try that again because I don't think I was ready. Now I'm ready. All right, here we go. Woo!
I might be moving to Montana soon.
I love his voice.
Just to raise me up a crop of dental floss. Raising it up, waxing it down
Waxing it down.
in a little white box that I can.
So he wants to
sell
commercialize
uptown.
this. He wants to put it in a little white
By
box that he can sell
myself, I
uptown.
wouldn't have no boss, but I'd be raising my lonely
My lonely
dental
floss.
Raising my lonely dental floss.
Kind of.
Well, I just might grow me some sweet, but I'd leave the sweet stuff to somebody else. But then, on the other hand, I would keep the wax and melt it down,
Keep the wax and melt it down.
pluck some floss, and swish it around.
The lyrics
I'd
are
have me a
hysterical.
And it'd be on top. That's why I'm moving to Montana.
Montana.
Moving to Montana soon.
Here we get a refrain.
Be a dental floss tycoon.
We're gonna be a dental floss tycoon.
Yes,
He's in
I
B.
Moving to Montana soon. Wanna be a mental floss tycoon.
Wow. Okay. The piece is in B, but it's got a lot of chromaticism here. They've landed on F sharp, the minor dominant. And they're going to stay here for a while, it seems. when I heard this with Rachel and Dweezil, Rachel played a guitar solo. I didn't know she could play guitar that well. She rocked it. Frank's ripping it up here. Wow! All of a sudden, we're in Oz, in Munchkin Land. That's amazing.
I'm gonna
That's
find
not
me a
easy,
horse
friends.
just about this big
Wow.
and ride him all along the borderline with a pair of heavy-duty zircon-encrusted tweezers in my hand. Every other wrangler would say I was mighty grand.
I wouldn't mind to have Frank's voice
By
on
myself,
some
I would
books on tape. I'd listen
have
to him
no
tell me a
balls,
bedtime story.
But I'd be raising my lonely dental floss.
Yeah. Cool. Ruth's over there ripping it up too.
Ride along the border with my tweezers gleaming in the moonlighty night.
Tweezers are gleaming.
And then I get a cup of coffee and give my foot a push.
Foot a push.
Just me and the pygmy pony over by the dental floss.
He grows a dental
And
floss
then
in
I
a
might
bush.
just jump back on
Beautiful.
and ride like a cowboy into
Then
the
I might just jump
dawn
back
to
on and
Montana.
ride like a cowboy into the dawn to Montana. Yippee-yo-tie. I don't know who's doing the cowboy yell. That's not Frank. So this is on F sharp, and the B becomes the 4 now. That's how that's going to fade out. I absolutely love that. This reminds me of being absolutely floored when I heard Inca Roads. That was the first reaction I ever did to music by Frank Zappa. I was like, who is this guy that y'all have been telling me about? That was incredible, friends. They're all over the joint. It's really hard to write a very convincing, lighthearted, tongue-in-cheek song without it becoming cliche or kind of a parody of itself. It's not easy. I've tried a few times, crashed and burned. Y'all, you gotta have a personality that just makes it go. And I can't think of anybody better to do a piece like that than Frank Zappa. Absolutely incredible. Of course, it's meant to be just fun and over the top. He's going to move to Montana and be his own tycoon, but he's going to be raising dental floss and make a killing. I hope he makes a fortune from his dental floss tycoon business. Really fun. But the backing vocals in that, what was the section? The bridge. I'm plucking the old dental floss, even if you think it's a little silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's silly, folks. I'm plucking the old dental floss that's growing on the prairie, plucking the floss I plucked all day and night and all afternoon. I'm riding a small, tiny hoss. His name is Mighty Little. He's a good hoss, even though he's a bit dinky to strap a big saddle or blanket on anyway. It's like nothing I would have ever expected to happen in a song or a story, but why the hell not? I mean, come on. That's so much fun. And it definitely took me out of the everyday minutia for a few minutes, and I was just having a good old time. With that, y'all, I did find a spot where Frank was talking about this particular song. In his book, Zappa, a biography, author Barry Miles includes this anecdote from Frank about this song. Here, Frank is talking about the background harmonies themselves. He says, "It was so difficult that one part in the middle of the song Montana that the three girls rehearsed it for a couple of days. Just that one section. You know, the one that goes, I'm plucking the old dental floss, right in the middle there, right? That's what I was talking about. And one of the harmony singers got it first. She came out and sang her part, and the other girls just had to follow her track. Tina was so pleased that she was able to sing this that she went into the next studio where Ike was working and dragged him into the studio to have him hear the result of her labor. And Ike listened to the tape and he goes, "What is this shit?" And he walked out. In another universe, in another time, I might have reacted like Ike. Especially if he was working on something really serious and then he comes in and he hears this. He's like, "Tina, what are you doing?" Right? And as a result, Tina and the Ikettes ended up not being credited for their performance at the insistence of Ike himself. But nevertheless, we know who the background singers were, and it makes for a real special coming together of musicians, doesn't it? Frank Zappa always gives me a show. It's always entertaining, y'all, and that's what I love about him. He's so unique, and he has his own way of looking at the world and writing about the world, and you know you're always going to get exactly either what he thinks, or you're going to get something that he knows is going to be really fun to experience, especially in the moment. And you just kind of let down your guard and listen to the sounds that they make. It's a really fascinating color from the Mothers of Invention. We've got trumpet and trombone. We've got an alto saxophone. We've got Ruth, really a top-notch keyboard percussion player playing the marimba. And then Tom and Ralph are laying it down on the rhythm section there in the bass and drums. And of course, George Duke on piano. They're wonderful. And the band is just popping. It's a great band to be playing what some might consider kind of funny music or maybe a throwaway music, but it's not. It's real stuff. And it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible, their musical vocabulary and how they're able to weave it all together. This is an album that I might want to get to as well. I've only heard the one 50/50 before this one, and now that I've heard Montana, I want to get to the rest of it. So that might be coming up before too long, y'all. But I believe that is all for me today. I thank you for being with me, and we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.